All right. So we're back here yet again for another stonk stream. Today we're going to be doing a tier list of the entire soundtrack of Monster Train. Now this is the first time that I ever heard about this game, personally. Apparently it's a card game, you know, something like Slay the Spire, apparently. So I have no idea what to expect. Let me share this something real quick here. This is a stonk by Dlazerz, so thank you very much for stonking the full soundtrack for this particular game. I think this is the first song that we have ever done about a card game. We don't get too many card game soundtracks other than Yu-Gi-Oh, to be honest. I'm actually surprised that we never had anything from, for example, like Hearthstone or Slay the Spire, which is a very popular game. We have never had any soundtracks requested either for songs or in the regular video game music streams, request streams. But hey, at least we got the first time. And hopefully this sparks people to request more songs from games like this, like card games and whatnot. So I'm going to share this here. I'm streaming now. Yeah, and tell people in the Discord that I'm already doing this. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Let me see something here. Yeah, okay. I think we're good. All right. Well, we got 30 tracks here. The soundtrack is about an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. So, I might as well just start with the first track, right? Let me about the chat. I think oh, there we go. Hey Borna, what's up? Dlazerz, what's up, mate? Atlas, you up for Space Marine 2 later today? Yeah, I think we could play. I haven't done the weekly stratagem actually, so yeah, it could be, yeah. All right, lads. Let me set up something here and we will start listening to the soundtrack, okay? All right. There we go. All right. Well, I have everything set up already here. We have our tier list here. We have our playlist and we have our B-roll, which is pretty much gameplay from the game, okay? We have our cooldown here. You will have 45 seconds to vote for each track, or we will have, because I will be participating in it as well. All right, so let's listen to the first track, which is One Spark, okay? Here we go. Let's see. Let's start the B-roll. Let's mute it. And let's listen to the song. Cool melody. Oh. That transition was very foreboding. Okay. It ended in a big chord. Suspenseful, intriguing chord. And dark. Okay, let's put 45 seconds here. What are you going to rank one spark? S, A, B, C, or D? I'm gonna put it here. You can vote now. In the chat for the first track, one spark. It is a somewhat intriguing track. Turns into a darker theme for sure. Let's put 45 seconds here. What are you going to rank it? Hey, Conkel, what's up? How you doing, mate? Okay, Dlazerz says C. I guess, I don't know, spark of these. Nuts, B+. Okay, Borna says C. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. We can start with... We don't need to start to coom, okay? Let's do this straight, fair and straight. We can put this in C. It's okay. All right? Let's settle down. Okay. Let's move to the next song, which is Clans. Here we go. This is the character selection theme. Okay, so we are here actually. This chord progression is pretty cool. I like the ostinato in it. Is this a mobile game? I think it's released in multiple platforms. I'm not really sure if it's also on mobile. Let me check here really fast. Yeah, apparently it's on mobile as well. But it's on PC, PS5, Xbox, Switch, and iOS. So yeah, that technically makes it a mobile game as well. But I think primarily is not, as far as I can see here. All right, there we have it. Okay. It's time for you to vote for the song. What are you going to rank it? You have 45 seconds to do so. I myself am going to give it a C as well. I like the chord progression and the ostinato in it. It's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple composition. But it's nothing to go nuts for, you know what I mean? It's okay. It's C. I will give it a C. Okay, Dlazerz says B. Reminds me of a 2010 mobile games. I didn't play mobile games in 2010. Well, actually, the only mobile game that I played, well, that was in 2010. That was a little bit before that. Was the Jungle Run or whatever it was called. Okay, so we have 2 Bs and 2 C's on chat as well. T-Bone says C and Conkel says C minus or low C. And with my C, that will be 3 C's. So screw you! I like this more than one spark though. Let's be honest. This is better than one spark. So, alright. There we have it. Okay, let's listen to Initial Descent. Here we go. Jungle Run, brain rot addicting game. Yeah, mate, it was crazy. Actually, I used to play that game only when I was in you know, in the bathroom, like taking a shit. Other than that, I didn't play it that much, but it was addicting, yeah. Mate, the production in that guitar sounds pristine. Sounds incredible. I played it while beating it. This is the combat music, okay. Well, we are in combat, alright? In the, well, at least from the B-roll, that's what it looks like. I remember the first couple of games that came out on mobile, such as the first iOS game, I Shoot. I remember the Ninja, the Fruit Ninja one as well. That's one of those first mobile games that I remember as well. That are 3D, by the way, because there were many others that were before that. All right, lads, there we have it. So, time to vote here. Let's put the countdown, 45 seconds. You can type in the chat, what are you going to rank Initial Descent? I really like the acoustic guitar arrangement in this song. Maybe I can give this, okay, maybe a low B for me. I'll give it a low B for Initial Descent, personally. What would you give it? Okay, Conkel says high B, Borna says B, Dlazerz says B, and T-Bone says A. T-Bone says, hey, man. Hey, I like this song, man. I like this song a lot. I don't think I can put this in A because it's like a simple loop, you know? And it doesn't have a lot of variations, so I'll give it a B. And we have 3 Bs, and with my B will be 4. So this goes in B. B, 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 B. There we go. All right, let's listen to Simple Machines. Let's get it. I played a good amount of artsy games on iOS, cool games with unique atmosphere, and also some anime games, of course. Of course you're gonna you had played waifu games. Come on. Most of the tracks are pretty much looped. Yeah. I mean, it's a video game. They're video game songs, so yeah. Oh, that was tasty. Those violin drones. Okay, the violin is killing it here, mates. It's a solo violin, by the way. I like this. But you see, this is a loop as well, but it has way more variation than the previous track that we just listened to. It does remind me a little bit of Hollow Knight. Just a tiny bit because of the violin. Okay, there we have it. Okay, so you can type in the chat your rank for this track, okay? I'm gonna put 45 seconds here. I'm gonna give this a low A. Simple Machines. Myself, I'll give it an A. What are you going to rank it? Okay, Laser says it's a solid A in my opinion. Conkel says low A, okay, and Borna says A. Okay, it seems like we are pretty much in the same boat here. It's a unanimous vote for A. I will say low A though, because I don't want to coom. I don't want to coom right now. I don't want to coom. We have to be balanced with this rankings, okay? Okay, let's put it in A though. Since we don't have anything else in A, it's gonna look like it's on top of A, but as we populate the tier list, we will find out. All right, next one is Cold of the Wildwood. Here we go. I'm liking this one. I'm starting to get into the groove of it. That chord progression that we did here on a previous track, I think it was the second one. I was about to say that this sounds like a combat theme, but let's be honest, if you are playing the card game, all the tracks are going to be combat themes, right? It just has the tenacity in the strings, you know, in the articulation with the spiccato. All right, that was Call of the Wildwood. All right. Type in the chat, what are you going to rank this track? 45 seconds to do so. I'll give this a C. It was, for me, it was all right. Personally. But it seems like Conkel was actually digging this track. Let's see what we can agree upon. I'm going to flush my nose, so pardon me. Okay, so let me see here. We have an A, we have a B, and we have 2 C's. Okay. Okay, this was a little bit more split up, but C wins. So let's put it in C. Let's put it in between Clans and One Spark. I did like Clans a little bit more. All right, awesome. Let's listen to Lost to the Bogs. Lost to the Bogs. Lost to the big boba win. I haven't seen any big booba woman or women in the game so far. We have another track with a solo violin doing the lead melody or the main theme. Well, this is a lead melody actually. It's not a main theme so far. Oh. I do agree that this sounds like you're in a swamp or something. The tempo and the instrumentation, it's like you are ensnared in quicksand or some shit like that, you know? Well, it's not quicksand because we were talking about a bog, right? But you know what I mean. You're ensnared in a bog. The thing that is that phrasing there, it gets out a little bit of that forebodingness of the main, you know, atmosphere of the track, which adds a little levity to the whole thing. Solid. Okay. Let's put it to a vote. What are you going to rank Lost to the Bogs? Let's put 45 seconds for you to chat. Rank. After those 45 seconds, you're done. You have no more chance to vote for the Vox. Lost to the Box. Let me think. I don't think I like this song more than Clans though. So I would either have to put C or promote Clans to low B and put this song in high C. I'm not really sure. Okay, Laser says B. T-Bone says B. Conkel B. Borna B. Shit. Everybody says B except the Dlazerz. Oh, yeah. I mean, fine. I'll give it a high C, but people seem to agree that this goes in B. So let's put it in B then. The high B, that is. Okay, fair enough. All right, let's listen to Crossing the Sticks. That title seems like it's straight out of Hades. I really like the main melody or the main theme. It's just the strings that are not convincing me too much. Atlas disclaimer, I'm giving a grade based solely on the soundtrack, not comparing it to other games' OSTs. Well, I think that's what we usually do. We just rank the the songs based on what we're hearing, not really comparing. The only thing that actually you can type right now, what are you going to rank this track, okay? While I talk about this. Usually the only comparisons that we usually do, or I should say that I particularly do myself, when we do this tier list, these rankings are against other tracks in the same soundtrack. Not really, we don't really talk about other songs from other soundtracks, to be honest. Like why would you? Like it's its own contained tier list. So I think that's kind of common sense, you would say, that you just rank the songs based on the soundtrack. You don't compare it to, I don't know, Hearthstone or Slay the Spire or anything like that. Gwent. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, Laser says C. Born a C, T-Bone B. Okay, I'll give it a C as well. I like the main theme, but there was something about the strings, the arrangement of the strings that was, I don't know. That didn't make me cross the sticks. Let's put it that way. Okay, next one is Daedalus, the Professor. This is a longer track. Maybe this is a boss theme or something. Okay. Different instrumentation. This might be a boss battle theme or something. Indeed a boss. Yeah, I kinda guessed that. Oh my god, that was a little bit of a... Let me back that up a little bit. It sounded a little bit like like the Chrono Trigger lick. But it's not exactly the same. But it was close enough. I was saying this is a boss theme because the change in the instrumentation makes it a little bit evident. Also, the length of the track is longer, so that also contributes to kind of guessing that was the case. And it has the name of a character, so 3 compounded things for the guess. The starters. Hey, there it is. Sounds a little bit like the Chrono Trigger lick. Alright, it's fading out. Alright, lads, type in the chat what are you going to rank Daedalus, the Professor. 45 seconds here. Let's see, let me think. I mean, you did place Lost to the Box in B. Jeez. I feel like I would give this a B as well. Above Lost to the Box. A. Your people are saying A. Fucking A. Dlazerz A, Conkel A, Borna low A. T-Bone is the only one that seems to agree with me. This could be in B tier. I think A is too high. I'll vote B, but you know, we have 3 A's against 2 B's, so it looks like this is going on A tier. Let's put it here. That's 2 mid A's and 1 low A, so this will go here. Okay. Fair enough. Let's listen to Spoils. Just rank them how you would, Atlas. Screw democracy. Well, I am ranking them as I would like. But the tier list at the end is a community effort. But you know what I'm ranking it. This is an after battle theme. It does sound more hopeful for sure. There's still struggle and conflict in the composition, you know, in the storytelling, but it's not a dark. Okay, we have spoils there. Let's put 45 seconds here. It's time for you to rank spoils. Type it in the chat. What are you going to rank this? I personally will give this a high C. I will put it in between clans and crossing the sticks. Personally. What are you going to rank spoils? Okay, Dlazerz says a high B. D-Bone says C. Borna says B. Okay, so we have 2 C's and 2 B's so far. Well, we're gonna need a tiebreaker in the chat, or we're gonna have to toss the coin. Ay. Okay, Conkel comes in with the dodge at the end with the high C. Okay, so with my C, that would be 3 C's. Cruyo! Let's put spoils here in between clans and crossing the sticks. There we go. Okay, let's listen to So You're Now. Okay, that was turned a little bit into the darker path there. This is before battle when choosing a path on the board. Okay. Oh my god, they did it again. Let's listen to that again. It's not exactly the Chrono Trigger theme, but you know, it has a little bit of it in it. I like the harmonics in the guitar. All right, there we have it. Okay. So let's vote for Sojourn, okay? Sojourn. Type in the chat, what are you going to rank this song? With 45 seconds here. I'll give Sojourn, definitely I'll give it a B. Strong B for me. Sojourn. Personally, I'll give it a strong B. BBB for biatch. Okay, Conkel says A, he really liked it. Dlazerz says B, alright. We're in agreement. Borna says B. And T-Bone says B, alright. So it seems like we are in agreement, most of us, that this should be in B. I'm going to put this above Lost to the Box. Okay? I don't think Lost to the Box should have been there in any way, shape, or form. Should have been a C. But you know, I would have put it in C. No D tracks so far, so that's good. No Ds. But we still have plenty of tracks to go through, so we'll see what happens. All right, Remnant Walls, here we go. I really like that the composer decided to use a string quartet. It makes the music more intimate, but also for some reason the articulations in the instruments sound way more poignant and clear. Kind of makes sense, I guess. Okay, there we have it. Remnant Waltz. There's like a sort of inquisitive vibe to this song. Okay. Type in the chat what are you going to rank Remnant Waltz. With 45 seconds here in the clock for you to drop the rank in the chat. I'll give it a B, personally. Solid B as well. I can definitely put this above Lost to the Box as well. Myself, I'll put it there. Okay, Dlazerz says A. He does like this song a little bit more. Conkel says low B. All right. T-Bone says B. Okay. We seem to be in agreement here. With my B, that will be 3 Bs. BBB. Okay, let's put it in B. I'm not gonna put it above Sojourn, but yeah, I think it's a solid B tier for sure. I agree. All right, let's move to Warmong Us. Yeah, exactly, triple B. Warmong Us, here we go. I like the rhythm in this. You know, the song is called Warmong Us, so there is in the storytelling of the song there is like an implicit provocation. I can hear that in the storytelling actually, but it's not evident. Okay, there we have it. Warmong Us. Okay. Type in the chat, what are you going to rank Warmongers? I think, I don't know what to give this. There are some things that I like about it, some things that I don't feel like kind of ambivalent about it. Dlazerz says it's a high C. I'm between low B and high C. Let me think for a second. War Among Us. B. C is Steve-O. I think I'll give it a C as well. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give it a C. Let's put it in C. We can put it below spoils, perhaps. Yeah, let's put it there. I didn't even put the countdown, but I think we all voted already. Yeah, let's put it in C. Conkel did like this song a little bit more than us. Okay, let's listen to Fallen Lords. Okay, this song straight up opening reminds me of Hollow Knight again. I requested this track before, quit releasing. That was that very classical part. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. This composer likes to do this chord progression like a lot. I'll tell you which one when no, not this one. It's not this one. It's not doing it now. Okay, it's releasing all the tension here. I think it's going to do that chord change there. He loves to do that chord change throughout. Well, he has done it throughout the whole soundtrack so far. Okay, this is I mean, I like this song a lot more than some of the other songs that we have done so far. So, what are you going to rank Fallen Lords? Let's put 45 seconds here. I'll give. I think this is going to be my first A tier track. Myself, I'll put it in A. I'll give it well, maybe we can rearrange that later, but I'll put it in low A, not too much. I'll put it in low A. So I don't I don't want to be too glazy about it, okay? But this song is pretty sick. Not S tier sick, but it's pretty good. I'll give it an A. Okay, Dlazerz says A and Conkel says low A. Okay. We seem to be in an agreement that this is indeed the true A tier track. Let's put it in top A because I like it more than these two songs. Okay. Let's listen to Fell the Wing of Light now. Oh, we're introducing the synthesizers now. This has to be a boss theme as well. When we listen, when we get though, you know, that different instrumentation from the string quartet, that means that it's probably a boss battle theme. Holy crap. That was that. Okay, it's building up again. Just release the tension to build it again. Yeah, that's the thing, right? In the previous boss battle theme, we did have the electric guitars. In this track, we have, you know, not only a drum kit, but also we have the synthesizers. Okay, here we go. All right. It's rank Bell, the Wing of Light. Type in the chat, what are you going to rank Bell? I don't think personally, I don't think the different instrumentation in the track was enough for me to like it that much. So I'll personally give it a low B. It was, I mean, I liked more Daedalus for sure than this boss theme. I'll give it a low B. Myself. Okay, Laser says B, okay. We're in the same tier, we are not in the same level of the tier. And Conkel says high C. He didn't like it too much. I was thinking about C as well. But, I think since it has more variation than the track CC, I think I can bump it up to low B. So let's put it in low B. Although, my god, putting this below Lost to the Box and Initial Descent, I'll put it above Initial Descent at least. Let's put it there. Yeah, that seems a little bit more, you know, fair, I guess. Okay, so now let's listen to, we are pretty much at the middle point of the soundtrack already. The rest of the songs that we're going to listen to are a reignited version of the other songs that we have listened to so far. So let's check them out. Call of the Wildwood Reignited. These tracks are basically the same tracks, but when true endgame boss pops up and buffs everything. True endgame boss pops up and buffs everything. So this is like a NG Plus tracks, so to speak. Pretty much, okay. There it is, that chord change again. He loves to do that. Well, to be fair, it's like a different version of the OG track. So yeah, it's gonna have similar chord progressions. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man, basically? Alright, that was the reignited version of Call of the Wildwood. So, rank it in the chat. 45 seconds here. Let me think what I'm going to give this. I mean, it's not that different. I mean, it has different things from Call of the Wildwood, but I will give it a C as well, to be honest. I'll give it a C. It's pretty similar to the original. I'll give it a C myself. C, not better than the original. I did like the original more, actually. Yeah. I like the original more, so I'll give it a C. And if this goes in C, I will put it below the OG one. C is this. Okay, let's put it in C then. Below the OG one. Okay, let's listen to the reignited version of Lost to the Box. Okay, let's see if this one changes substantially or just a little bit. I think I might like this version a tiny little bit more than the OG. But I haven't made up my mind about that just yet. Let me just keep listening a little bit further. Okay. Hearthstone. There's some sound effects at the end. Okay. All right. I think I might like this version a little bit tiny more than the OG one. But you will have to decide as well. Type in the chat what are you going to rank the reignited version of Lost to the Box. I'll give it a low B, because the thing is that obviously I did give Lost to the Box, the OG track, a C. But if I like this one more, I'll give it a low B myself. Let's see here what we got. Voidbornes is A. Laser says high B and Conkel high B. Okay. Well, I do agree with the B, but I'm not going to give it a high B. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to... yeah, exactly. Let's put it here. I think this should be like this. Yeah. This makes more sense. All right. Excellent. Let's listen to the next one. Remnant walls reignited. Here we go. Ooh, that riff in the acoustic guitar was yeah. I'm liking this version way more than the OG Remnant was so far, but let's keep listening. Thank God. I think that so far from the reignited versions, this is a substantial better version than the OG track. Conkel says nice. Yeah. This is it's pretty good. T-Bone, don't coom. You type your vote when I say so. Okay, there we have it. Okay, now you can type your rank in the chat. What are you going to rank this track? I'll give it an A tier. Easy. This reignited version goes in A tier. Yes, sir. I mean, the OG track is in B. I'll give it a full tier above that myself. I would be even willing to give it a high A, maybe a top A even myself. Okay, freaking A, high A, bro. Yeah, Dlazerz. Conkel says S tier here. She really liked it. Okay. T-Bone says A. Yeah, I think this is A tier. I mean, I'm going to put it, I think, even above Fallen Lords. Well, actually, no. No. Let's put it, I think this is a tie. I like both of them the same. So let's put it in both of them are tied in top A. In my opinion. Let's listen to Sojourn Forge now. Yeah, top A on the list. It's pretty much top A, yes. Since it is tied with Stay with Fallen Lords. This is a variation of the track when you are in the forge. Right, because you did say this was the track that you listen to while you're in the map, right? When you're choosing the path where to go or something? Dlazerz, you said previously that you have never owned a PlayStation. What console did you own? Actually, I never owned anything. I've been a 100% PC master race since the day I was born. Yeah. You know what's funny about that is that my dad was very particular when it came to video games and whatnot, so he was very against me getting a console. So I never got one when I was a kid because he didn't want me to have one. So I grew up just playing PC games, and when I became an adult, I just basically, instead of getting a console, I just got a PC, a gaming PC. So I've been a PC gamer my whole life. I've never had a console because of that. Also for, you know, economic reasons. Buying a PC game, a gaming PC is expensive. So if on top of that you add a console, it gets pretty expensive as well. So that's the reason. Okay, let's vote for the forged version of Sojourn. I think this is pretty much about the same, I feel. This track is pretty much about the same. So I'll put it in the same tier as the other Sojourn track. I'll give it a B, but I think it's about the same for me. Damned groomed to be a PC master race. Well, I mean, I mean, I'm not complaining. PC gaming is tier S, so. Okay, so Bornas is B, T-Bone B, Conkel B. Okay, we're all in agreement that it's B because Dlazerz says a B as well. So let's put it in B then. Awesome. All right, let's listen to the next one, the reignited version of War Among Us. Here we go. PS5 Pro with Pisser 2.0 is pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. What is Pisser? I don't know what that is. Sounds like a meme of piss. PS5 pieces. I don't know what Pisser is. This is the first time that I've seen that. It says Pisser 2.0, but I don't know what that is. PSSR is the PS5 Pro AI machine learning upscaler. Oh, okay. So it's like their version of Dlazerz or something, or FSR. Wait, but I thought PS5 used AMD cards, GPUs. I'm kind of surprised that they don't use FSR. But it makes sense that they will have their own upscaler, you know, their own brand of upscaler for AMD, for their, you know, their GPUs, their AMD GPUs. Okay, here we go. Let's rank reignited from the reignited version of Warmongers. I like this version more than the OG. So I'll rank it above the OG pretty much. I'll give this actually, you know what? I'll give this a B. A low B. I'll put it in bottom B. I like it more than the OG track. And I'm not gonna give it a C because I like it more than Clans and Spoils. So I'll give the reignited version of Warmongers a B tier. Put it here. Okay, T-Bone says B. All right, I agree. Do we have anybody else? Okay, Laser says low B as well. Okay, yeah, I agree. Let's put it in low B. Low B it is. Actually, let's put it above Initial Descent. B memory not working. All right, let's listen to Initial Descent now, reignited. Well, Atlas, at least you didn't have a super religious parent who took away a game solely because they had a nightmare of demons coming out of their kid's TV screen. Well, my dad did censor a lot of music for me, although I did sneak. Like for example, he thought metal music was demonic and stuff, so he didn't allow me to listen to metal. And I remember I got in trouble a lot because, well, not a lot, but he did discover that I listened to Iron Maiden one time, and yeah, I got scolded because of that. So I did have a similar situation, not with games too much, but with music. I did have that. My father was against that as well. He didn't like he didn't like that I like video games, and he didn't like that I like metal. That was a problem. And guess what? The thing that I ended up doing the most was talking about video games and metal music. Is my favorite genre of music, so go figure. PSSR better than FSR and on par with Dlazerz, and in some cases even surpassing it. Really? Dang. Same. Yeah, my dad was Catholic. All right, let's listen. Not listen. Let's rank Initial Descent Reignited. Okay? Type in the chat what are you going to rank this song. I mean, to begin with, this is okay. I'll give it a slightly higher low B than Initial Descent, the OG Initial Descent. Low B myself. I'll give it a low B. Okay, T-Bone says C tier. I don't know if I'd like this less than the OG though. Okay, Dlazerz says it's a lot better than the OG, so it's giving it a B. Conkel B, Born a B. Yeah, let's put it in B. Put it here, above the OG one. Metal is least demonic. Sorry about that. What is the rest of the mainstream music? Pop. I scream metal though? What the fuck? I mean, I always thought that a lot of metal music, when it talks about the occult and Satanism and all these things that, you know, parents are so against, it's just like what metal. A lot of metal is like watching a horror movie, but in music. That's the way I've always thought about it, you know. And I think when it comes to film, parents are more understanding that it's just a film, you know. It's not trying to just convert you into something. But with music, it's it's a completely different thing for some reason. So I mean, all this iconography and paraphernalia and costumes and lyrics and everything, it's just theater, basically. It's just horror theater, so to speak. So if you ever have have any problems in that regard, just say, hey, it's just horror theater. It's like it's like when your father or your grandfather watched, I don't know, mate, Frankenstein, you know? One of those Universal movies from the golden age of Hollywood. Or Dracula or something like that. It's like that, but in music. And that's a good argument, I suppose. Anyways. Let's listen to Simple Machines Reignited now. Let's go. Yeah, death metal I don't get. Oh, I've been listening to death metal and black metal, all the string metal genres for a long time. I love them. That's my shit, man. My shit. Okay, I already like this reignited version of Simple Machines a little bit more than the OG, but let's keep grooving to see where it goes. It can go all to hell. It has happened before when you start to like a song at the beginning and then it just go down the drain. I can listen to foreign language music, but death metal? No, there are no intelligible words. That's true, it's very hard to understand the lyrics. That is true. Some death metal bands have been able to refine the pronunciation of the words, so you can it's a little bit more polished, but it's true, it's hard to understand. Even in that scenario, especially if you don't have a trained ear to discern the better pronunciation in the screaming. That reminds me so much of Hollow Knight, mate. All right. Yeah, I like this version more than the OG version for sure. All right. Let's rank it, lads. Type in the chat, what are you going to rank the reignited version of Simple Machines? Let's put the countdown here. I'll put it in shit. I mean, I like it. I give it an A. I'll put it behind Fallen Lords and Remnant Waltz Reignited. But this is an A tier for me, for sure. I'll put it above the OG track, basically. Myself. Me. You understand? Me. Okay, Conkel says A. Okay, fair enough. T-Bone says B. He doesn't like it too much. He thinks it's mid. Well, B is not mid. I will say C is mid, but okay. Dlazerz says A. Okay. Borna says high B. I'll give it an A. So with my A, we have 3 A's against 2 B. You lose, suckers. Haha. Yeah, let's put it that bad boy in A. Yes, sir. Okay, next one. Fallen. Ooh, we're going to listen to the reignited version of Fallen Lords. This is going to be interesting. Yes. Let's go. Atlas, I post in the music share what I mean. A metal song I can get behind and one I can't understand for the life of me. Okay. I think I'm gonna be honest, so far I think I like more the OG version. This is not an instance in which I like more the reignited version. Yeah, I made up my mind. Time for you to make up your mind too. What are you going to rank the reignited version of Fallen Lords? I don't like this version more than the OG. So I'll give it a low A, personally. What are you going to rank it? I forgot to put the countdown here. My bad. I'll put it here myself. Well, let's see what you say. Okay, so Borna says A. Conkel says high B. All right. Dlazerz says A. Yes. Let's see if we have any more votes incoming. Yeah. Yeah, I think we could put it in A. Let's put it here. Let's put it below simple machines reignited. Yeah, I think that's fair. All right, awesome. Crossing the sticks. Let's check it out. Okay, so far I'm liking this version of Crossing the Sticks a little bit more than the OG one. But, I mean, let's keep listening because it can go down the drain. Like the ambience there. Yeah, it has a little bit more ambience, yeah. I agree. Yeah, I like this version more. Not substantially, but yeah, I do like this version more than the OG. All right, lads, what are you going to rank the reignited version of Crossing the Sticks? I'll put it. I'll personally give it like a higher C ranking. I'll give it a higher C. I'll put it in between Clans and Spoils, probably. Conkel says A. What the hell? That's 2 tiers above. Dlazerz says B. Oof. Damn, B? Okay, voidbornes says B as well. Okay, well, if we're going to put this in B, we're gonna have to put it in low B though. We're not going to put this song in mid B. Hell no. I mean, I get it that it's better than the OG, but it's not that substantially better. Okay, so, okay. Draconic says C. Yeah, I mean, let's put it in C. Shit. I think we're split up here in between 2 Bs and 2 Cs. And I didn't put the countdown. We're gonna have to do we're gonna have to break we're gonna have to do the tiebreaker, sorry, with a coin toss. So, god damn it, I don't want to use Chrome, mate. Okay, there we go. Okay, this one doesn't count, okay? So here we go. We have a tie. This is the first tie of this tier list. Surprisingly enough, we didn't have any until the later part of the soundtrack. We have been pretty much in agreement on most of the songs except this one. So here we go. We're gonna do best of 3, okay? Best of 3. Heads is B, tails is C, okay? Best of 3. Here we go. And kaboomba. Okay, fine. Heads. It's only one. Relax. Relax. You only have one, okay? Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, Draconic. We can pull the C. Come on. Boom. Yes. 1-1, baby. Haha. The next one decides. Okay, are you ready? The next one decides where this goes. Okay, come on, come on, come on, baby. Another tails. Draconic, come on. Tumba. Yes. We win, suckers. C tier it is. Let's put it here. All right. I love to win. Sojourn Merchant. Let's go. It ain't that deep. What do you mean it ain't that deep? Bitch. If it ain't that deep, why you stonk? Why? If it ain't that deep, why did you stonk then? It doesn't make sense. You're just mad because we won. That's it. Big as shit. You're just mad. Get mad. Get mad. I don't care. See if we're crossing the sticks. Exactly. Not really sure if this is better than the OGO or not. Kind of making up my mind to still. Okay. I don't know about this. Okay, let's vote. Type in the chat, what are you going to rank Sojourn Merchant? I don't like this song that much. I'll give it a low B. I'll give it a low B. To be fair, the tier list thing is your idea. I just want to vibe to some good OST. Oh, please shut up. You're just jelly because you lose. You lost. Just get over it, mate. It was just one track. Get over it. He mad. Okay, let's see here. Conkel says B and Dlazerz says low B as well. Yeah, let's put it in a low B. It's lowest of B, I think. I don't know if order matters to you, but I'll point this out. Seraph is next, but he's the final boss in the main game. No, we're just listening in the order of the playlist, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, let's listen to Seraph the Traitor. Here we go. Ain't no matter. Okay, well, you can tell this is another boss battle track because we have the drum kit coming back. And we have the squire as well. This reminds me a little bit of some of the songs that there's this songwriter called Devin Townsend. He's pretty much a metal musician. He has a progressive metal band called Devin Townsend Project. Some of the songs that I hear here remind me of him. Reminds me of a Zelda track. Really? Must be an oddball of a Zelda track. Kind of an outlier. Sounds like it could work for a weather channel. What? That is the most random thing that you have ever said, Conkel. What the fuck? It could work for a weather channel. I don't see it myself, but okay, man. The vocals, if you tuned them right, would sound ghostly. I think that the chord in the choir is like a very tense chord. It's probably, but it sounds like it's compounded of different chords. So you could have like a more normal chord stacked with an augmented chord or a diminished chord or something like that. So it's going to have voicings that are very close and it's going to cause a lot of tension in it. Makes sense actually, because this is the final boss. So the composer is trying to introduce a huge amount of tension with that choir. That's why it sounds so ugly, but ugly for a good reason. think the correct term to talk about stack cores is polychords. I think that's the term. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's the way you say it in, you know, music theory. Here the choirs did have a normal chord though, when it vanished there. Okay, it's supposed to loop now. Okay, let's put it to a vote. What are you going to rank Seraph the Trader? Let's put 45 seconds here. We're getting really close to the end of our tier list for Monster Train. As for Seraph, no. I'm not gonna, well, personally, I'm not gonna give this track an S tier. Hell no. Way too high, in my opinion. But if you think this is an S tier, that's fine. Dlazerz says A+, high A. You're gonna put this track amongst Fallen Lords, Remnant Walls Reignited, Simple Machines Reignited? I don't know about that. Okay. Well, we seem to be in a pickle, don't we? We have an S, we have an A, we have a high B, and we have another A from Borna. So we have 2 A's, 1 S, and 1 B. I can't give this song in my good graces an A either. I'll put it in B. So we have 2 A's and 2 B's. And I can't be the tiebreaker, so that means we're gonna have to toss a coin for the last... Well, it's not the last track of the whole soundtrack, but this is the last boss. So, here's how we're going to do this. A is heads. B is tails, okay? Best of 3, okay? Best of 3, here we go. And come on, baby, come on. Boom! Okay, heads up sign. It's just have 1 point. Relax, okay? It's not that big of a deal. Don't get cocky. Here we go again. Come on, Conkel. Channel the weather. And the weather girl. They have big boobas and big asses. Boom. Tails, yes. 1-1, wretch. There we go. We need 1 more, Conkel. Come on. Conkel, come on. Channel your Conkel core powers there. Are you ready? Conkel, are you ready? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, baby. 1, 2, 3, go! Yes! Another fucking God! Ah. Yes, it goes in B, Fields. B! Well, actually, we can put it... let's put it in high B, though. Let's put it in high B. Yes! Yes! Ho, 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 ho. Losers! Take that. Okay. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more tracks to go through. So let's listen to Defeat now. It's a short song. It's probably just a jingle. It's not rigged. Get fucked, bitch. Why you mad, Dlazerz? I thought that wasn't that big of a deal. Why you mad? Why you sad? I can read your ass. Actually, that forget that. That came out wrong. But I can read you. Okay, defeat is just a jingle for when you lose the game, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay. I'm gonna give it a C myself. I'm gonna say it already. I rank jingles on D or C. So I'll give it a bottom C. Bottom C. Spicy piano A. Jesus. Why? Why would you rank a jingle an A? D for defeat. B, to be honest. You know what? I'm gonna go with draconic. D. I'll give it a D. I'm demoting it to a D. I'm not giving it a C anymore. D. I'm giving it a D. We didn't have any tracks on D tier. Well, there you have it. You're gonna have a D tier. Boom! Time's up. Give it the D to defeat. That's right. Eat shit. Okay, next song. Apologies. The Descent. Feat. Betsy Streeter. Here we go. Check out the trash. This track plays with you 100% the game. Okay. Oh! The lyrics. We're coming home. With our sights set ahead, and the fire on the mend, we've been descending. It's never ending. Down, down, we're coming home. We're coming home. Oh, we're coming home. We're coming home. We saw that. You were meant to see it. Oh my god, he loves to do that chord change. All right, there we have it. The Descent. All right, fellas. Time to rank The Descent. Type in the chat what are you going to rank this track. So far, the only track that has lyrics apparently is a reward for 100%ing the game. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm going to use it anyways. Okay. Conkel says S. Dlazerz says S. Borna S. Dear Lord. You really like the song, huh? All right. All right. I'm not gonna give it an S. I'll give it an A. I'm gonna break the streak here. I'll give it an A, but it doesn't matter. Because S wins, nevertheless. He has a woman singing Insta S tier. Yeah, well, in your case, I can understand that. Okay, it is S tier. That's fair. I'll give it a high A, top A, but it's pretty close to S. I'm not gonna give it an S tier though. I have more arguments than you. So no, I'm not gonna rank this S tier. But A. For me, it's A. Okay, next one is Dlazerz, the Architect. Let's check it out. Ooh. This sounds very proggy. Proggy prog. Prog is gonna prog. Something that popped into my head. COD Zombies Easter egg song tier list. There's another one of those huge franchises that don't get a lot of requests in the VGM request streams. And I think I've done like a couple of Call of Duty tracks in as dedicated videos, and one of them was for COD Zombies, and the rest of the songs that we have done are from Call of Duty World of War. We did get a couple of World War tracks in. There it is again. That chord change. He loves to do that. In the VGM streams, request streams. Okay, yeah, this is a very proggy track. All right, what are you going to rank Dlazerz, the Architect? 45 seconds on the clock for you to rank Dlazerz. I mean, you can tell this is another boss theme because instrumentation very different from other tracks. It's very proggy. That main riff it's very proggy. Is this a good song because it's prog? Not necessarily. Personally, I will give this a B. I'll give it a B myself. What are you going to rank it? Okay, so Conkel says low A, Dlazerz A, Borna A, so we have 3 A's. Draconic says B, so Draconic is in the same same boat as me. I'll give it a B. But looks like A wins. So let's put it, since we got a low A, let's put it in mid A, I guess. Yeah, let's put it in mid-A. Okay. Next song, Arcus, Darkness Incarnate. That sounds pretty mean. Pretty doom and mean. Doomy and meanie. Let's see if it aligns with the title. I'm listening again. Close voicings in the chords in the piano. That adds a lot of tension. There it is again. Those piano chords are add a lot of tension, mate. The piano. I mean, we also have this kind of glitchy synthesizers in the music. Add a very percussive layer to the music. Well, I shouldn't say percussive. Rhythmic. It's a better term. Yeah, it's like glitchy stutters. Okay, it's fading out, supposed to loop. All right, that was Arcus, Darkness Incarnate. It is the piano does introduce a lot of darkness in it for sure. Okay, time to rank the Arcus Darkness Incarnate track, lads. What are you going to rank Arcus? Type it in the chat. Let's see. Conkel says high B. Borna says S tier. Dear God, he thinks this is on the same level as the Descent. I'm not sure I can go there. With you, I'm not really sure I can go with you, Born. I'm sorry. No. I refuse. A for Arcus, okay. Laser says high A. T-Bone says B. I'm gonna go with the B. This goes pretty much on the same realm as Seraph the Traitor, so I'll give it a B. And with my B, it's 3 Bs. Which means it goes in B. That's right. Motherfuckers! B, beach. Beach. And there we have it. We have one more track to go through. We have pretty much arrived to the last part of the stream. One more track to go, and we will be the first people in the world, in history, to do a full tier list for the Monster Train soundtrack. World's first, ladies and gentlemen. World's first Monster Train tier list. or soundtrack tier list, I should say. So before we listen to the last track, I want to tell you a couple of things, okay? First of all, to thank Dlazerz for stonking this stream. This stream is thanks to Stonk from Dlazerz. So thank you very much, mate, for believing in what I do and stonking the stream, okay? And also bringing some card game soundtrack because we don't do like a lot of them. Another thing is next week we have an event, pretty much a video game music tournament. It's going to be themed about noxious, toxic video game and music, okay? So if you want to participate in that, join my Discord. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to be opening a thread very soon where you can be nominating your songs for the tournament, okay? But you only people that is in the Discord can participate in the events because they have to nominate the songs in the threads, okay? And also follow me on my socials, on X, on Instagram, and on TikTok, especially Instagram and TikTok. I've been posting a lot of short form content. If you happen to be in the trend of listening to Michael Jackson and the whole Michael Jackson thing because of the new movie, I've been making I made already like 5 shorts about Michael Jackson and his relationship with video game music and video games overall, okay? So if you want to enjoy some of that, follow me on X. On TikTok and Instagram. But, you know, you also have the YouTube shorts. I post them there as well. So you can also do that. But it doesn't hurt to follow me on TikTok and Instagram as well. I could use the follows there as well. And with that being said, let's listen to... I forgot to shield also. The last shield. If you want to stonk a soundtrack, you can contact me through the stream chat or join my Discord and send me a DM there, basically. And yeah, we can stonk whatever you want as long as it is a video game soundtrack. The anime stonks are done through Discord as well. You can stonk anime soundtracks, but we do them in Twitch, okay? Oh, and I also forgot that we're going to do the video game music tournament on Friday, and on Saturday we're going to do anime music requests on Twitch on Saturday next week. Okay. All right. With that being said, shield over. Let's listen to the last track of this tier list, which is The Last Divinity. Here we go. Atlas, I found that Zelda song that the Seraph OST sounded a little bit like. Okay, share it on Discord. That's funny. I think Seraph and Arcus are brothers in the game. Oh, really? Okay, it's since feed enough. Main video on channel when? Yeah, it's been a while since I've posted a dedicated video on YouTube. I have to... I think it's that there aren't any soundtracks that I feel drawn to break down and analyze right now. At least from newer games. But I do have an idea that I want to break into for newer content in the main channel, yeah. Oh, this part is really pretty. honestly decent OST. I'm definitely going to add some of the A tier tracks to my playlist. Simple Machines and this one, Remnant Walls Reignited. I'm gonna add those to my playlist. And the resolution is a single note in the piano. Okay. All right, lads and lasses. We have arrived to the decisive moment. What are you going to rank The Last Divinity? Our last track for the Monster Train entire soundtrack tier list. Type it in the chat. What is it going to be? Okay, Conkel says low A. All right. What else? Draconic says A. Borna A. Dlazerz A+. What's that? A high A. Okay, okay. Okay, woo. Unanimous A. T-Bone says A as well. Do I like this more than Seraph the Traitor? I mean, it doesn't matter if I vote something else than A, because A is the unanimous vote. But, let's see. Maybe I do like it a little bit more than Seraph the Traitor. But I'll give it a bottom A. But it's all over. Conkel says bottom A as well. We have 3 mid A's and 1 high A. I suppose we can put it here. Let's put it here. Yeah, let's put it here. Low A. But above Daedalus the Professor. I think this is good. Good point. Maybe Seraph should be higher. Wink, wink. No, I think Seraph stays in B tier. Wink, wink. All right, lads. This looks pretty good to me. Pretty healthy tier list. No glazing, nor anything. Seems pretty balanced. A lot of tracks in B tier. That's normal. Some C tiers. 1 D tier. 1 S tier. I'm adding a couple of tracks from A tier to my playlist. The Remnant Walls Reignited and Simple Machines Reignited. I think I'm going to add them to my of Fallen Lords, perhaps. If it isn't already in my playlist, I don't know. It's probably not, but I'll look it up. All right, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I had a lot of fun. This was a good OST to listen to for the first time and jam and do commentary about. I'll see you on the Discord and also, you know, on the shorts, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. Tournament next week. Anime music request stream next week. I'll see you there. I'll see you in Discord. Have a good rest of your weekend. Bye-bye. Thank you so much.